Okay, I'm here in Plummerville, Arkansas, and I'm going to interview this man. He's in his 90s. He's going to tell about this area, about the old jail, and also about this historical building over here, and what took place about a killing
In
here.
the
And
1890s.
this was in the 1890s.
1892, I think, maybe it wasn't, but it was a
Okay.
year or two one way or other.
Okay, go ahead.
And yeah, back then I don't remember the name of the governor, but anyway, the people here in Provo were the one that run the government here. The city wasn't letting blacks or women vote. So he sent a man up here. His nephew up here was a member of the government down there too, somewhere or other. Sent him up here to try to get straightened out. And he'd been here just a few days, and he's sitting on this old house over here that I used to own, right next door to me. Sitting over there one night with his old coal oil lamp there doing his paperwork in that old back room over there. And somebody blowed him away. They killed him right through the back window back there. And so about a week later, the governor sent another man up here to try to find out who killed that man. And he's riding just within a few days. He's riding on Rodeo Road. We used to call it Rodeo Road. It's Parker Street now. And he's riding out there on his horse late one evening, and somebody killed him, so they didn't send anybody else. I can see why. So
Wow.
anyway, this place has been around, and this is the old Crumble wagon yard right here that I own. This whole thing with the old Crumble wagon yard, it's got the old Plummerville jail on it. That's it right here behind us. That old concrete building, that old ugly building over here, the old Plummerville jail. And the door has since fell off of it, but I'm gonna fix it all back on there, but it look natural if I can. But nobody knows when it was built. All the people that was old enough to know when it was built, I know a lot of them that knew, but they're all dead now, so I can't ask you. But I think it was built about 1870, maybe. But it's got the two little tiny windows in it. And the first man got locked up in it. They come by here one day about noon or so, the town marshal did check on him. And he was dang near dead in there. He got so hot in that thing, he dang near died. And they got him out and I saved him, but I'm sure he's working all fine, but he built that thing mostly by itself. Out of these old branch gravels out here in concrete, right here, this old branch runs by me here just full of gravels. And that thing is just strictly built by, I don't know, anyway, it's been there a long time. I use it for, when it's coming to storm, we get in that thing always up on top of every day. We get in it for storm house because this place floods around here, so the water get up about clear up over my mailbox one time out here. That's how deep water has been around this place. Been in this house next door here 13 inches.
Wow.
So it's a flood area. And this old place got quite a history, but this little old town right down here, the block just over the other side of this was completely full of businesses. I can remember that when I was 4 or 5 years old. And my daddy my uncle had one brother. He had a blacksmith shop right straight over there where the police station, right across the street from me here. And he had a blacksmith there. He shoot horses and sharpen plows and all that kind of stuff. But that was old Highway 64 come through town right come right over through there and right down this way. That was Church Street there now.
So,
Yeah, there's people come in here from everywhere. It was a busy place. And one of my cousins he was a highway engineer for I don't know how many districts here for a lot of years. Sherman James, he's been gone a while. He did. And but the biggest part of the people around here, the older people around here, worked for the highway department, retired from the highway department. He got them their jobs. So nearly more people work for the highway department than any little town in Arkansas because that's where he lived, and he got all of them jobs from the highway department. So you see one of the oldest around here still alive. One right over here, Bobby Sims. He's about 96 years old now. He retired from the highway department. And the man that I bought this place from, he worked for the highway department. They all worked for the highway department. They got their jobs through him. So he'd say a good word for them, and that's all. And,
so this blue house is the house that the man was shot in.
That's the house of the.
And that's a historic house. If the guy wouldn't have put siding.
It's the old state house. They've got a whole great big room down there just on that this incident that happened over there. And I've been through it before. I used to be a security guard for Razorback Security, and I'd have to work over there sometimes. And that room, I said, dang, that's a house I did own. I bought it first, and then decided I needed this one worse, and I bought this from the same people on both places. And this one had all this land with it, and had an old beauty shop there that worked good for me, a TV shop. I used it for a TV shop for a lot of years. I'm a TV technician, an ex-Air Force radar technician. And that's the only thing I could do around here. I could have left from here and went to some other town and got me a real high-paying job doing some kind of electronic work because I was highly trained in electronics.
Now,
But
you did the radio on the first airplane that broke the sound barrier.
yeah, I was a radar technician on that F-94C, and that's the first plane we had in our arsenal that would break the sound barrier. It had an afterburner, and with that afterburner on, that thing could break the sound barrier. First, we got them now to break it. I don't know how many times, 2 or 3 times, but that was neat. And F-94C, and I think it had 48 rockets on it, best I remember. And I went through the longest tech school we had in the Air Force at the time. I went through it 15 months just to learn to even work, how to work the crazy thing. Lay out a tech order on it, reach all the way across the room.
Wow.
Schematic on it.
Now, you said that you're on the internet. You're a musician,
Right, I'm on the internet.
and what's the internet
It's
location?
on YouTube.
It,
On YouTube, and you can get it by. My name is Kenneth James, and then a lot of my stuff is just listed under my son's name, but he was the one putting most of it on there, not whatever. Jeff James. So I could draw up, put on Jeff James Darla, and you draw up a video of me playing the guitar out on my old front porch out here, and my daughter singing on it. So I don't do a real bad job. May not be the best, but whatever.
yeah.
So I've been playing since I was big enough to hold a guitar. I
Wow.
tried building my first guitar out of a little old cheese box. They used to make cheese that come in those wooden boxes, and I put me a little neck on that thing and got me some string. The only string I could find, I had an old piece of string, and I'd pull that single string wire off and string them on there and try to make me a guitar. But finally I come up with $5 and bought me one for $5, the little old cheap old half-size guitar. And then from that it just got better, and I've got guitars now all over the place worth hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars. And I don't even play a guitar anymore. I just play the old harmonica with a lip and play the old harmonica all the time. It's easier to carry, don't get out of tune or nothing else. So that's a lot better than that's all I do. I was with bands around here for years and years, but all of the musicians and the owners, they're all dead. I think me and one other person, Marion Henderson, lives at Jerusalem. We're in the same band for a lot of years, and I think we're the only one in that group that's still alive. Yeah, and but been on the radio, and we used to get out of school half a day on Friday to go to Conway. I went to school there at Farmville part of the time, and go to Conway. I had the first radio station was between Little Rock and Fort Smith, but KCON in Conway at the college down there. So we'd get out on half a day and go down there and had a quartet. They didn't have a piano player. They couldn't. There was nobody at the school that ever played the piano that could sing too. So they took me out and they said, wait. And they said, well, we need a piano player. And somebody said, well, he can play a guitar or anything y'all play. So they tried me out. Okay, that's mighty good. So we'd get out, and that made us pretty popular at school. We were planning to get out half a day and go be over the radio and have a 30-minute program on. That made us pretty popular.
Wow.
And I played with Ben Baker's band for years and years and years. We'd on the radio always on Saturday. We'd be on KBOM up here at Martin. We'd on somewhere around noon, best I remember. And we played it all. They called them hootenannies back then. You have a big musical get together, usually in a gymnasium at school. And you go to them and it'd be so jam packed, people didn't even have standing room. But we was the musicians on the thing, and I played lead guitar for them.
Wow. Well, thank you, sir.
Well, I enjoyed it.